Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Orton-Gillingham Coaching. Today, I want to share with you the buzz about HORNET words. Stick with me. By the end, you'll know what they are and how to teach them. So what are HORNET words? HORNET words follow the VCCV syllable division pattern. That's vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. But there's a little twist. One syllable is closed and the other is R controlled. Some examples are words like market, carpet, or thunder. You can notice how one syllable is closed in with a consonant. That makes the vowel short, while the other has a Bossy-R taking over the vowel. Why does this matter? HORNET words are a stepping stone for students to read longer multi-syllabic words. They've practiced with their closed syllables and their R-controlled syllables, and now they're putting them together. And once they know both of those syllable types, they can put them together and read and spell words that they'll see all the time, like garden or even corner, which has two R-controlled syllables. How do we teach HORNET word syllable division? First, we write out a word like hornet. We show the student and we ask them to divide the word first by underlining the vowels, starting with the first vowel. We then have them list VCCV, starting with the first vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. The rule for dividing VCCV words is to divide between the two consonants. So we ask them to divide that. We then have them label, according to our revlock, our syllable types. R gets the R controlled, and the C is for closed. Now students can read slowly and then faster. HORNET, HORNET, HORNET. One more thing to note is that the R-controlled syllables are sometimes in the first syllable and sometimes they're in the second syllable, and that's okay. They're still HORNET words. So that's the buzz about HORNET words. HORNET words are the VCCV pattern, the last in a sub-patterns of 4, rabbit, reptile, candy, and now hornet. So stay tuned if you want a demonstration of dividing these kinds of words. And if you like ready-to-use word lists, decodable stories, and activities, check out my OG resources in the link below. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and share this video with another teacher who loves watching students have their aha moments. Let's divide some VCCV HORNET words. First, your students will need to know what a consonant and vowel are. They will need to know what a syllable is. And they also will need to know their R-controlled vowels and R-controlled syllable types. Let's go through the steps of dividing a VCCV HORNET word. Step 1, we underline our vowels. Step 2, we label starting with the first vowel, V, C, C, V. Step 3, the rule for dividing a VCCV word is to divide between the two C's. Step 4, we see that according to our revlock system of labeling, there's R-controlled vowel here. R is controlling the O, so that is an R. We label, step 4. The T is closing in the E for a closed syllable. So step 4, we're labeling our syllables. Step 5, we're going to read each syllable slowly, then read it quickly. HORNET, HORNET, HORNET. So your student just read HORNET. Moving to the second one, we'll do the same thing. Underline our vowels, label V, C, C, V. Divide between the two C's. R is controlling the A for an R-controlled vowel. N closing in I for a closed syllable. So now we have Marlin, Marlin, Marlin. Third example is a little trickier because we have our R-controlled at the end, not the beginning, but it's still a HORNET word. So we're going to underline our vowels. We're going to start V, C, C, V, labeling. We're going to divide between the two C's. Student sees U, M closing in the U for a closed syllable, R controlling the E for an R-controlled syllable, and now student reads lumber, lumber, lumber. Let's divide some more words with R-controlled syllables. First, this is a HORNET word. It's a little trickier because it does not have the consonant at the front, but you would do the same thing. Underline your vowels. Begin with the first vowel, V, C, C, V. Divide between the two consonants. And notice that the R is, by our revlock, is controlling the O for an R-controlled syllable. The T is closing in the I for a closed syllable. Now your student reads orbit, orbit, orbit. These next three words are, I wouldn't call them hornet words, but they are syllable division more advanced with R-controlled vowels in it. So once you get past teaching all these hornet words, these are some things you could mix in, because you've already taught, by the time you get to these R-controlled syllables, you have taught your magic E, you've taught your closed magic E, you've taught Y, candy words that Y says E at the end of a word. So now we're just incorporating some words that have all these syllable types in them with the R control. But you do the same thing. Underline your vowels. Label VCCV. These are all still VCCV words. Divide between the two C's. R controlling A, R controlled. R controlling O, R controlled. Your student now reads harbor, harbor, harbor. And they could read harbor. This is an example with R controlled and magic E. So we still underline our vowels, treat it the same. Underline our vowels. Start with V, C, C, V. Syllable division rule, divide between the two C's. Your student sees that R is controlling the U for R controlled. And we have our magic E controlling the I, makes the I say its name for a magic E syllable. Student now reads turbine, turbine, turbine. Next word, we have our Y here. So we're going to still underline our vowels. Start with V, C, C, V, labeling with the first vowel. Divide between the two consonants. R controlling A for R controlled. At this point, your student will have had open syllables. You could still just say Y at the end makes an E sound, and we know that. But a student could also label open because this Y is a vowel. So we have, but they have to realize that it's a candy word and that, this is saying E at the end. But read R controlling tardy, tardy, tardy. These are all advanced words, but it is showing you what the future looks like once you have your cumulative in your building. These are still VCCV words, vowel, consonant, consonant, syllable division, but now we're mixing in all of the syllable types. So it's not sticking to a pattern like rabbit, reptile, candy, or hornet. It's mixing them all together, and it's cumulative. And so this is what the future looks like when you're teaching syllable division in VCCV pattern.